Tonight, thousands of Floridians are skipping work and taking to the streets.
¡Viva la gente trabajadora! ¡Viva los inmigrantes!
In what's being called a day without immigrants in protest over Florida's new immigration law. Scores of restaurants and stores across the state shutting down for the day in solidarity against Florida Senate Bill 1718, which goes into effect July 1st. At El Mariachi restaurant in West Palm Beach.
I'm looking around your restaurant right now. It's empty.
Empty.
Why?
Because we trying to support all the immigrants. Most of them are in protesting.
The empty restaurant costing Victor Prado $3,000 a day. And this could be a looming crisis for him. He's lost the majority of his employees in just the last few weeks.
They afraid. They're moving for another state.
They moved to another state.
Yeah.
Governor Ron DeSantis touting the new law as the strongest crackdown on illegal immigration in the country.
So what you want to do is say there's not benefits for coming illegally.
Among the new requirements, local governments are banned from issuing ID cards to the undocumented or recognizing another state's. Hospitals are required to ask for patients' immigration status and collect the information. And the law also enhances the penalties for, quote, human smuggling.
This law, first of all, would make it a third-degree felony to drive with an undocumented person, even if they're your family member across state lines.
According to Pew Research, there are more than 700,000 mixed status families across Florida, meaning there's at least one undocumented person in the family. Many of those people choosing to push back against the governor.
Y hoy el gobernador DeSantis equivocamente ha tomado la decisión de criminalizar a los migrantes, de deshumanizar porque deshumaniza con esa ley, porque nos hace saber que no somos nada.
As for Prado, he says despite the losses, he's joining the fight, taking a stand in solidarity with all those who, like him, are here to fulfill a dream that is now being threatened.
We come to this country to for a better life. It's a dream. That's why you come to this country.
And Sam Brock joins us now from Palm Springs, Florida. Sam, this is a complicated law. You laid out some of the specific details in your report there, but there's a lot to unpack here. Do we know which businesses will be most impacted by this? And is there any indication in terms of how or if this will be enforced?
Yeah, Ellison, so much attention has been on the E-Verify aspect of this. And the way that the law is written, those businesses with 25 or more employees for new hires, they have to use E-Verify. But as we've seen, people are scared and leaving their jobs anyway, even when their companies don't meet the threshold, because there's just this atmosphere of fear. And in terms of actually enforcing it, it takes effect in only about 3 or 4 weeks.
Sam, you were speaking with business owners, employees, saying that they have already lost some employees because of the fear that this has already caused, even though it hasn't gone into effect yet. What else are these owners telling you about their plans moving forward?
So here's what struck me as so sobering, Ellison, sort of the multidimensional aspect of this. Yes, the business owner, restaurant owner we spoke with has lost 9 of 13 employees in recent weeks. But I was speaking to a woman whose family owns this Western clothing store and several other businesses, including an ice cream shop and a taco truck. And what she told me is with their employees are all still there. It's the customers that have dropped off. They have seen a massive precipitous fall in who's actually coming out as people are concerned not just about the E-Verify aspect of things, but as we covered earlier, the fact that you can't get into a car right now, transportation and shelter for the people that are sheltering or transporting undocumented migrants. They could be facing a third-degree felony, which would come with up to 5 years behind bars. So there's just, again, this idea that life as we know it has changed completely here in Florida for folks who would be going to areas they were frequenting only 3 weeks ago. They're not doing it anymore.
Sam Brock in Palm Springs, Florida. Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.